Hello, everyone, and welcome to the One Thing on Edge Radio Australia. My name is Leanne, and I'm joined today by my co-hosts, Lisa, who's actually in control. Watch out. I am. And Aaron, who's at the end of the couch. Oh, he's been banished.
Banished. I've got the hat on today because I've lost all my hair, just out of pure concern. Okay, I'm not a good passenger.
You really needed to be here behind the scenes.
Come on. Our guest needed to have some reassurance. Would you like to give him some reassurance and let him know that he's actually got a good team around him?
Wonderful team. Wonderful people. I'm telling you right now. Look, Liam, great to have you here, mate. I cannot wait to hear what you've got to say today. It's going to be a really cool show.
Yeah, we have a really special guest today called Liam, and he's going to be talking to us about neurodiversity, and he's also going to be chatting to us about who his most favourite carer is as well, I think. That'll come later.
No pressure.
No pressure. We've got both of them here today, Liam, so welcome, Liam. We really appreciate you coming and making it time.
It's good to have you have me in today.
It is definitely. So, Liam, tell us a little bit about you. How old are you?
I'm 21 years old.
Yes.
I'm born and raised in Western Australia.
Yes.
Right. And I just came back from a holiday in Sydney, New South Wales. My dad was born and raised in New South Wales.
He was born and raised in New South Wales. And your mum?
Mum was born in Germany.
Oh, right.
Oh, so you have a German mum and an Aussie dad.
And a Holland and a little bit of Dutch background.
Oh, that's something else we have in common, Liam. Yeah. My parents are Dutch too.
Yes.
So there's a little bit of Dutch background in both of us. There you go. I was having a chat earlier to Liam, so you guys were, Lisa was trying to work out the controls before.
I wasn't trying to work out the controls.
Oh, no. Lisa is in complete control. No, trust me. Okay. We've got someone just off camera. Can you just bring me that scotch now?
So Liam is joined by his other carer, George, as well.
George is awesome.
As well as Jamie, who everyone may know. She was on a previous episode.
She was?
The One Thing. And this is one of your passions, Jamie, is actually looking after Liam. Or I should say Liam's looking after you.
Yeah, I've noticed that, actually.
This does happen quite a bit, doesn't it, Liam?
Yes, it does.
I think the roles switch often, and I find that, working with Liam, he has helped me through some really, really hard times, like we talked about last time, the court case, things like that. That's how it came about to meet you. And, every day you help me see so many different things that I've never seen.
Yes.
Thank you.
So how do you do that, Liam? What sort of tips can you give us that can help us to help people that get anxiety and struggle a little bit?
The play was around a little Rubik's Cube.
Yeah. So
or bands
or Rubik's Cubes, because she was very nervous and had to have one of Liam's bands. So you weren't nervous at all, Liam.
No, I'm not.
No. And now you actually do a little bit of work somewhere.
I work at Work Power down in Bentley doing some headphones from Qantas.
From Qantas, and that's why you've got your little Qantas prop in the front. You love planes, and Qantas is your
favourite Aussie airline.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that, mate.
Jetstar's down number 5 because it's always delayed star. I call it delayed star.
It's new name.
Because it's always late.
Yes.
What's always late?
Jetstar.
Okay.
Now, Liam, just so you know, you might have to leave that here because I love that. I want that. That looks so good there, man.
He's going to swap for that.
No, it's
he wants the big sign, he wants the stop sign then, and the lights.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
I'm just teasing, mate.
You know.
It's just a fantastic thing. And I'm really, actually, it's so cool that you get to work in that industry. That's really
also,
cool.
there's also looking back on eBay as well. It's available.
All right, I'll jump on eBay after the show. Quick, throw me my phone. I'm onto it.
Maybe what we can kind of start, remember the question, because we'll kind of get into what Liam loves really soon, and a lot of it's to do with Transperth and trains. So remember how I asked you, how did that come about?
Transperth first started with me when I first heard the first man announcement. His name is Barry Grosser. I got a copy from him and Miranda Miller.
Yeah. And then, but how did you first become interested? Remember the guy that came to the school? Tell me about
the guy
that story.
from Transperth guy who came to Leaving High School. I forgot his name now. He gave us pens, souvenirs, and bus simulators. That's how I jump in the train simulator. A train simulator, and it means a bit of a train driver.
You can pretend to be a train driver. So
where do I get myself one of those?
Well,
it's a simulation.
It's available. It's set up at home and available at Claysbrook Depot.
Oh, wow.
I'm ripped off. When I was a kid, all I got was a cardboard cut out of a bus that I had to build myself. Jeez.
No, Liam,
No,
you've
well,
got the works,
you've got the
don't
works,
you?
all right.
Yes.
Why don't you share a little bit about what your week's like? What do you normally do? How do you
Start for Monday, I start off with Jamie Lee. And then on Tuesdays, I have hospital. And then Wednesday, I have work power. Then Jules come along at about 3 o'clock to help me up to 7.
Right. And so what do you do at the hospital then?
I volunteer, but help people push from front to back.
Oh, that's lovely.
Right.
How long have you been doing that?
I just started a long time ago
And
this
do
year.
you like it?
I like it so much.
You do? That's so good. And what do you like best about it?
Best about it is meeting new people. I met nice people from India named Aesop.
Yeah.
But the cricket, I don't talk about the cricket, Indian one.
India won. They did win. Yes.
Yeah, and every Indian will let us know, right?
Yeah.
I want
there's no
Australia
secrets
to
about
win, guys. My offence. I'm sorry, Australia. Better luck next time.
Yeah,
that. You know what, Liam? I've got a real advantage on this. Liam, I'm actually half Indian, believe it or not, right? So for me, how good is this? I can never lose the cricket. I've got the 2 best teams, right? Got it sus.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
definitely got the
Yeah.
best.
So it
But-
just
so this
depends
week I'm
what you
Indian.
have for dinner that night, whether it's curry or pie.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, I actually, on a complete side note, I think there's I want to just tell everyone something I did this morning. Guess what I had for breakfast this morning?
Curry.
I don't think you could get anything more Aussie versus Indian in your life. I'm not kidding you.
Curry pie.
I made Vegemite toast out of naan bread. I mean, come on.
Oh,
Right?
that's pretty
Oh, it's pretty good
that's
stuff.
like different.
Right.
I would
with
have
that, yeah.
had to put cheese on the.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
something
well,
new.
biggest
That's
cup of
something
cheese.
new I have to try.
Yeah, give it a go. It tastes delicious. There you go.
Yeah. I wonder whether it was out of desperation, though. It probably
Had a lot to do with there's no bread in the house.
Yeah, I was just going to say, probably all he had in the
Yeah.
cupboard.
That's pretty much it.
It's
So
like,
what's your favourite food?
My
Talking about
favourite food is burgers and hot chips.
Oh, yeah, burger.
Yeah,
You can't go past
everybody
a
loves
burger.
Burger got lots of juicy bacon on there.
Do you like ones with egg on as well?
Yes,
Yes.
juicy bacon, egg.
Does it just go all over your face when
Yes,
you eat it?
Yes.
Yeah, it does with me.
Does Jamie and George, do they take you down to Alfred's at all?
well, normally you and George make burgers, don't you?
Ah.
Yeah, we make burgers at
Oh,
home
nice.
sometimes.
Have you ever been to Alfred's Kitchen?
No, haven't
Okay.
Joe.
Well,
Do you know where Alfred's Kitchen is? In Guildford.
Guildford.
Down the road?
Yeah,
That's
it's not
further
far.
down the middle line.
Further
Spot
down the
on.
line.
Do you know what? I've never been there.
Oh,
Oh.
my goodness, they make the best pea and ham soup and the best burgers.
It's a Perth institution.
It's a Perth
Yeah.
icon.
We'll have to try
You
it,
have
hey?
to try
And
it.
you know why I mention it is, well, kind of in a roundabout ways. Guess what? You can sit in a train carriage,
You
mate.
can.
You can actually eat your burger
Sit in
inside
a
a train carriage.
Right
It's
next to the train track.
right
Yeah.
next to the Midland train line.
I can hear
Yeah.
the horn. Hear the
Yeah.
horn.
Sounds like
in
that's a
there.
They've
George thing to
refurbished
do
a-
together, not
Refurbished
Jamie.
a train. They've refurbished
George,
one
you
of the
know that.
carriages.
Yeah, I think we can
And you
switch
can
it out.
actually go in there and eat, and then the train line runs behind you.
Yes, I can take lots of videos and photos of trains
You
going
can.
by.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ah.
So it's between the Guildford station and what's the next
East
station?
Guildford
No, East Guildford
and Guildford.
and Guildford station.
And then
Yes.
after that's Woodbridge.
That's right.
Then one
Woodbridge,
stop
yes.
Midland.
One stop Midland.
So-
And then there's going to be another stop on the Midland line,
Mhm.
or it's going to change, Midland line. Did you know that there's going to be another stop after Midland?
Belleville.
Yeah, you see,
Oh, really?
he knows more about it than me. And I worked on the line for 10 years.
Baby.
Bellevue.
Oh, Belgium.
Okay.
Bellevue.
And
So Midland line's going to go through to Bellevue. Yes,
yeah, they will be called the Bellevue line.
it will.
So is that part of what they're doing out to?
All of this stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's different to the Ellenbrook line. It's just
Ellenbrook, yeah.
continuation of the Midland
Oh,
line.
okay.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask Liam about, I know you mentioned it briefly before, but how many bracelets, is that what you call them? Bracelets?
A rubber band because
Rubber
I have
bands.
I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 there.
Okay, and what's the purpose of them?
Purpose of them because I wear watch and everything because I like the rubber feel. I like
Oh, so you like the
Anything
feel
rubber.
of them. Okay.
anything made out of rubber.
Yeah.
Love rubber. What about gloves?
Rubber ones and rubber latex. I like that sound.
Yep, you like the
Oh,
sound.
you like the sound
Do
of
you
the
like
feel?
things like balloons as well?
No, they got
Nope.
kaboom.
Oh,
No.
those fun words. Look at that.
Boom.
They got kaboom and it scares
Yeah.
scares the hell. I mean, anytime I see a kid with a balloon, I always avoid it.
Okay.
Make the alarm bells go off.
do you want to talk about your garage sale? Because that was a pivotal point of where you really helped me when we did the garage sale. And I said, oh, maybe we'll put some balloons up. And because we kind of did it we posted it for kids with autism and all those kind of things, because Liam was selling off all of his stuff from when he was younger.
Cool.
And I said, let's put balloons up. And I didn't even think about that. And Liam's like, no, you can't put balloons up because it will actually, So they're the little things that I learned.
If you don't play balloons dancing, they can go kaboom really quickly.
I know.
Such a brilliant example of like everybody you meet in life, you learn something from. That is just, I love that. I love that.
So I've got a little friend. She's a little bit littler than you, and she likes those squishy toys, those rubbery, squishy, animals. Do you like them as well? They are.
I haven't tried it. No,
it'll be like your like the stress balls.
Yeah, but they're an animal and they're just ooey gooey sort of a little bit.
I saw one of those. Yes.
Yeah. And the other thing that little kids that are neurodiverse like are those poppers, and they pop the little things, and then you
everybody
flip them
loves
over,
popping,
and then you pop it on the other side. They're like a toy, and they're a toy, and they might be in the shape of a unicorn, for instance. It's just a rubber or plastic mat, and you can pop them one side, and then they all pop out on the other side, and you turn it over, and you pop it again. And they love using that as well.
Well, because that's the thing where you liked. I think like Liam's parents are they're incredible. Like. I can
imagine he's a great young man. So.
Absolutely.
The things that they've shown Liam and taught him and kind of adapted to, what Liam needed at the time it's just incredible. Like, why don't you talk about a couple of the apps and things that your dad helped you with?
My dad makes me an app called Read a Photo. It scans a document and reads you back to it.
Oh, it reads it back to you.
Yeah.
So it scans the document and reads it to you. Wow.
So it helped because it's like Liam and like most of us, like there's some things like reading, it's just not something that, is very, it was just really easy. So you're very good at doing that. And it saves so much time.
And also, yes, I do make my own bus and train timetables.
On the computer?
On the computer.
You make your own bus and train timetables? I love that.
I made my own stations up too. Made station, Jamie's station, George's station.
Have you?
What we've talked about this
Is
before.
Jamie's station always late?
No, the trains are always on time.
The trains are
19 minutes for me. 19 minutes.
It is actually, when you think about it, you really got kind of put at the end with your two carers, because Liam likes to be on time for everything, right? He's very on time.
Me too.
George and I, we do struggle with it. And what it's done is I've just noticed throughout out of it all now is that obviously we're late, which inherently, like, it stresses us out and you don't love being late. But, from the beginnings, and Liam used to get real grumpy with me for it, now you pick up on how I'm feeling and you calm me down. So.
Well, I guess sometimes grumpy is like Gordon here.
Grumpy Gordon, yes. So it's, it's amazing that, when you hang out with Liam for as much as you do, those kind of things that he starts to pick up on, and he just starts to really teach you and make you reflect on yourself.
So tell us about some of the things that you do with Liam. You mentioned that you take Liam to business events.
Yes. So probably what was our one race? So obviously I've got my business coaching and everything like that, and I've just been someone, I'm like, Liam's coming along, like, he can come and I'll be having these business meetings and, trying to help clients or, work out what's going on there. And sometimes as we do, we leave and when we're still a bit confused about what that person really needed or what they wanted at the time.
Okay.
How many times I'll go to Liam, I'm like, what do you think? And then you just come up with like something and I've just gone, I didn't even think about that.
I think maybe Liam needs to come up and do a consultation with me for my business.
Like you're very, very good at reading people from a level of not so much the language, so you listen to people and you see how they interact, but then, you'll come in and you'll just have a
He sees between the lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so much of communication is non-verbal. I'm massive. I can't remember the stats, but it's a big one, right? So people who are in tune with that, what a benefit. It's huge.
And just your You're just joy to be around.
I joy to be around.
Yeah, like,
Is she vying for the top spot in the carer role?
I can see some campaigning going on
I
right
have a
now.
chart, but she's all. I've dropped her to number 2 because Donna's now number 1.
why don't you tell them about it, Donna?
Donna's a singing teacher. Her singing teacher lives in Clarkson, very close on the Yanchep line. Used to be Joondalup line. Now we named it the Yanchep line after the extension to Yanchep.
And talk a little bit.
So Donna, tell me about Donna.
Donna's
What
a
does
singer.
she do for you?
To learn teach me how to sing.
Oh, wow.
So you're going to be singing and you're going to be a famous singer.
Yeah, I like to copy Enya, do covers from Enya.
I love Enya. Do you like Enya? Haven't got any Enya songs? Oh my gosh.
We don't have any, and there's a reason for it.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, look. Okay. She can just sail away, sail away, sail away. You know.
Like there's something
dear.
a bit below that. No, you
Enya is have an artist. It's watermarked from 1988.
You know what? It's a good album, isn't it?
Yeah.
If
All
you
jokes
look here,
aside.
you can look away. See, it's come away with the TV. Say hello to everyone. So
Yeah.
see how you can move around. Remember Lee in the video? Where's Aaron?
That's all right, mate. I tell you what. Look, every day when I look in the mirror, I don't want to look again. So I understand.
I'm just talking to them.
I know,
over
no,
there.
Okay, you've got it. All right, just checking.
No, I've lost my mind now.
Oh, Jamie.
Welcome
this
to
happened.
it.
So
That's what
Jamie,
happened.
you've just gone down another rung. George has just pipped you. At the
I know.
post.
I know.
Yeah.
Well,
And that's
Tough
kind
run.
of, you can see when I start to try and control the situation.
I
And
got-
that's what we do.
I
and
got
that
3. I
confuses
got 5 favorite songs from Enya.
you. List them. Go.
Okay. Go.
Number 1, all your local flow. How to keep from sinning. Remember a treat, only if, anywhere it is, and more.
There you go.
There you
See?
go.
So what? So apart from Enya, name another.
Rob Williams and James Blunt flew to Katy Perry and Lady Gaga.
There you go.
Okay, we'll get a couple of those.
What
We'll
about
say those
real 80s songs? you
Queen.
Queen, yes.
We all love
Yes.
Queen.
What about Liam? So, Donna is, Donna I've seen for a few different things, kind of voice mastery, finding myself and really finding my voice. And through that, I kind of started to learn that Donna has a very gift as well. And I just, I said, why doesn't Liam go and try it? And in that one session, what were the kind of things that you felt afterwards?
I feel happy and calm, relaxed.
What was one of the things that you said to me as soon as you got out? There was 2 things. There's one really funny thing. And what was the other thing?
I've forgotten.
He said, sorry, Jamie, you're no longer number 1. Donna is my number 1 fan. Love her.
And you dropped down to number 2.
I did. And then what did you remember what you said afterwards? Because it really,
No offense, but I like you still.
yeah, thank you. What did you say about your brain as soon as you walked
My
out?
brain is switched on. I loved it.
Yeah.
Feel switched on.
Yeah, it's a shame more people don't actually use music and singing for emotions, isn't it?
So true.
And my favourite station to get off on the Yankee like yours.
Thank you. Liam, what other things would you like to talk about today?
Um,
Or do you want us to keep asking?
flags.
Flags. Okay. What flags? What's your favourite flag? What?
I like my favourite football flag / country flag, Indian.
Oh, cool. It's a cool flag, right?
Because it's orange, green with a funny looking circle in the middle.
Yeah, I don't even know what that funny circle's all about, but I've got the colours right. That's spot on. Fantastic.
And I
It's a
like
good flag.
Australian flag because it says we were born in Australia and English background.
We've got one just over there, just out of the camera, if you can just see that. Got an Aussie flag. And now you said football. What football team?
I like all the 18 clubs from through to Geelong.
Oh,
And on Suns flag, Gold Coast Suns are my favourite because from Gold Coast.
gotcha. Fair call. It's a long way from Perth.
Did they win?
No, Brisbane won the finals
Oh, that's right.
2024.
Can you tell, so we can get a little bit of background. So you love flags. Where did that start from? When do you remember?
I remember I first saw it on the flagpole flapping in front of the apartment building in Perth.
Right.
Do you remember how old you were?
I was about 5. I saw it at primary school. Then I first got was the Australian one, and Dad built a flagpole.
That's
I
right.
had an old
Cool.
pool.
And then
treatment.
with the flags, so we've kind of talked to this about before because Liam loves flags.
Right.
And so what is it that they bring you, remember?
It makes you calm and relaxed. I can hear it flapping. That means
It's
it's
the
up.
noise. You love it, don't you?
Can I tell you what Aaron's favourite flag is? And I think I can guess it. Checkered flag.
Oh, yes,
Do
it
you
is.
Do you know what
Absolutely.
he used to do? Rally driving.
Yeah.
So that's why I reckon he's would be the checkered flag at the end when he gets the checkered
I'm so
flag.
excited that you love flags because I don't know if you noticed, Liam, but in the other room we do have a checkered flag, a genuine checkered flag. Yeah, that was from a
real
racetrack.
one.
Behind you is, you know, a Porsche flag.
Mm.
And then, of course, up there, what's that one, mate?
Dockers, the old one.
The old Dockers one.
They changed the logo. They
I
have this
know.
one
I'm
now.
a bit behind the time, a bit slow on the uptake. There you go.
They changed
Yeah, no, that
to
looks
that
cool.
one now.
It looks great, mate.
That's
It's
old.
really, really
That's
good.
from 2015 and used to have
It's from
that.
2015, is it?
See, you
I
didn't know that.
No.
And
I just-
the first came out in 2014. I saw it was about a baby that first came out.
Right.
And now it's like this for nowadays.
So intelligent.
Jamie, you were going to talk about the company that you're an advocate for that is associated with Liam and you as support workers.
Yes. So I think, yeah, it's definitely probably a space to talk about it, is that there's a lot of companies that you can work for as a support worker. So necessarily I was an oral health therapist and I wasn't able to work anymore. And it was just a good friend of mine said, well, why don't you think about doing support work for my friend Brett? Again, similar values, you know, alignment like that. And then, you know, I didn't really have, because I already had therapy. It's not like you need to have a I don't know, George, I don't want to miscommunicate here, but, you know, you don't have to have significant training to do this.
Okay.
You know, there's just a few things. So, yeah, Brett, I kind of had a conversation with Brett. He was really lovely. And it's just the autonomy and the support that Brett gives. He really takes on our advice. Like, you
That's
know,
brilliant.
anything that he's asking us, like, what do you reckon Liam needs right now? You know, how can we better up? Brett's business is also very different, is that he doesn't necessarily look for support workers.
Okay.
When he's looking for somebody, he's looking for, you know, particular traits.
Like a
in his-
mentor sort of thing?
Yeah, that's right. You know, he's looking for, you know, people that can hold the space for Liam.
Good point.
And it's a very unique company to work for. Yeah, we're very Brett's amazing, isn't he?
Yeah, I've forgotten one.
Yeah, tell me.
I know all the footy songs, all the songs work,
I
so all the
know
football songs,
you
all the
do.
18 clubs.
You do. Why don't you tell them a little bit about Brett? How does Brett come into your life? Or
Brett's
how
come
does he
into my
play?
life
How does he
is-
play?
Brett came into my life when I first met him because he's a nice boss. And he said to me, don't upset Jamie, I know what he likes. When the first time I met him.
Why did he say that? So
He said that to me to warn me not to make her into her, get up to her, flick the button to make her upset.
Oh, no.
yeah, Brett knows like I can be quite high maintenance, can't I?
Sometimes you need to bang.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a remote.
And that's where like it works so well between George and I, is that, you know, Liam has this cool older brother that they just get to go and have fun and do silly
And
things.
Stefan has a flashy car, and I drive up the high road in his flashy car.
Did you drive in the car? Like drove it?
No,
Okay,
I
well,
sit next to him in his flashy car.
Okay. So yeah, there's a good dynamic that goes on, doesn't it? And yeah, just this.
I feel like we need George on the couch. Can we fit him in?
You know what,
Yeah.
Liam? Is it all right if I jump out and let George in for a little bit? Can he have a driver's seat?
Come on, George.
I'm happy
Come
with
on.
that space.
All right, guys, I'm going to leave this.
Everybody-
Do you know what,
Everybody's gonna
Jamie?
want-
If you sit right at that corner, you will see. You will.
Come on,
still be
mate.
in.
Come on in.
You'll still be in. Come and sit right next to Aaron on that corner. You'll still be in.
All right. Yeah.
There we go.
It's all happening on
Okay.
Edge Radio.
This is how we roll. Right?
Everybody in. Come on.
Hey, George, and you
There you
came
go. See
There
you.
we go.
Good.
We're all
from
friends here.
Yeah.
to share about your country.
So this is George. Are you going to introduce George?
This is George. This is my cat from Africa, Sudan, and he's a nice man. And I've forgotten my second favorite airline in the whole world, South African Airways.
There you
There
go.
you go. Well done. Welcome, George.
Maybe
Sure,
you
thank
need
you.
to interview George.
Yeah, interview George.
George, let's talk about your favorite place in your favorite country, Africa.
The favorite place in Africa that I can tell you may be like Botswana.
Oh, really?
Botswana.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't have picked up. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
And what's
Never
in
been, mind
Botswana?
The good thing about Botswana, first of all, it's a very safe country.
Right.
And they also have the system like here in Australia. like we don't have they don't have a lot of homeless people on the street.
Brilliant.
This
Okay.
real very organized country.
Social policy.
Oh
is very
yeah,
good. Okay,
yeah.
Great.
So and I can say less corruptions.
Wow. Okay, that's great.
And there's less corruption in your country?
Oh, my country is full of corruption.
Yeah.
Oh, full
Yeah,
of corruption.
yeah.
Okay.
Sudan's
Sorry.
a known
Yeah, Sudan is, yeah.
I
But,
thought I heard it incorrectly.
You can buy anything in Sudan.
yeah,
But yeah.
so then you can
Yeah, you can.
have
Jamie, we just need to win a little bit
AK-47.
more.
Spot on.
Otherwise you're
Yeah,
halfway
and
in.
Botswana also in terms of tourism.
I
Sorry?
can see you on TV
In terms
now.
of tourism,
Yeah.
it's real very nice places. I went there when I went there for my boxing. That's in 1997
Right.
for my fight. Yeah. So
Who's
it's
a
really
boxer?
beautiful. Yeah.
You're a
There we
boxer.
go.
Yeah.
Land security guard.
Liam, do you do any training?
I do training. I do training with Jules after his happens. Army service stopped.
Right. I actually thought George was just a fashion icon. Simple as that.
Yeah,
Great
you
taste
too, I
in
tell
church,
you.
right?
And Liam, do you have any siblings?
No, I don't, but I have cousins and sisters. I have
Cool.
cousins. Two of my cousins are part of the Ford family.
Beautiful. The other one is, do you have any pets?
I have a dog named Sonny. He's a collie right like Lassie, the movie.
Wow.
Oh,
Beautiful
beautiful. How
dog.
old is Sonny?
Sonny is 7 now.
7. Gorgeous. And what do you do with Sonny? Do you take him for walks?
I do take him a walk when it's not so hot. Too many flies out now.
Yeah, it's very hot now at the moment. Now, Liam, you share a love of trains. And guess what I used to do? And we had this discussion earlier. I was a rail protection officer on the rail for quite a number of years. And I think Liam pips me at the post for knowing all the train stations, the type of trains, blah, blah, blah.
The B series and the C series is brand new. This came out.
See? He's just a wealth of
Are
knowledge.
we talking about the new train? Is that the one
Yeah.
you're talking
The
about?
C series that
I
has popped
do
out.
not like that new train.
Oh, controversy here.
Oh my
Hang on.
goodness.
Yeah.
It is made for miniature people.
Ah.
Has anyone been on it?
No.
I've been on it for about almost 20 times.
Oh my goodness.
But I
Really?
missed it.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Series, don't you?
I
Yes,
missed
love
it.
series,
What do you mean you missed it?
I missed the C series yesterday. I was coming home from work. I missed it.
Well, if that's what this brand new train is called, you can't even I'm not tiny. I'll be the first to admit that, but it's really made for 8-year-olds,
Wait,
skinny
is that
8.
the one lane where the seats are not along the?
That's an A
Yeah.
series. That's the A series. The A series is built a long time ago. And just a flat top square face, and they can hear it outside always.
Why do you love
Right.
catching the train?
Because there's a guy on YouTube videos named Mark,
Right.
Justin, and there's also Riley and Jacob, everything like that. I followed them on YouTube because they have always disruptions and always miss out. Never
Do you love
make
the
it.
sound, mate? Is the sound something you
No,
enjoy?
I loved it. Bing!
No, okay.
Doors
There
closing.
you go.
Oh, you like
Doors
the
closing.
door closing?
He knows all the announcements. We had this discussion as well. All the announcements he can read off.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Oh, would you
Yeah.
like to?
You're fine.
Would you like to read us one?
Mandurah
all good.
passengers, your next service.
You're in charge.
Departing 2 minutes. This service runs all stops to Mandurah.
I love it.
Very good. And what about the football songs? Can you?
I got one. We are the sons of the Gold Coast sky. We are the ones in the red, gold, and blue. We are the mighty Gold Coast Suns. We play to win for the flag for you. Fight, fight, fight till we hold up the cup. Run, run away. We are the sons of the Gold Coast sky. We're the team will never say die.
Oh,
That's
wow.
impressive, mate. Round of
I
applause.
cannot. I wouldn't even know the West Coast Eagles song.
I have trouble with the song "Happy Birthday."
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I'm like you.
That's my favourite song in the world too.
Is it really, mate?
Yeah.
Oh, would you like to sing it for us?
My other favourite song is a football put free, oh, way to go. Here's our hearts to the down below, so free, oh, to the whole day full. We are the free, oh, dockers. That's
Yeah, that's
Great
a good
song.
one.
Very
Yeah,
good.
look, we might not have a lot of premierships, but we're a good song.
Yeah.
That's true.
So, Liam, tell me, what is the best thing that you've been able to teach your support workers?
Good question.
support workers.
George and Jamie.
Not to be delayed for everything. Like
Yes.
Yeah.
Time management, right? There you go.
sometimes we went to the fireworks, saw the Western Australia Day fireworks. We arrived about a couple minutes late, but the fireworks went off on time, and we saw the drone show.
Okay. Do fireworks scare you? Because they go bang as well.
No.
Okay.
Fireworks don't scare me, but it used to scare me when I was a baby, but I got over the scare.
Okay, that's good.
Found out I got over the scare.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. And who's the best driver?
Both of them are the good drivers from stations.
Oh, you're being generous.
I reckon that's why. I'm just saying. I reckon that's why he loves the train. Okay.
Yeah.
The truth is out.
Or what do you call? So, I had a very nice car tonight. Very nice
But
car.
I don't say it because not
exactly.
on air. Not on air because people will laugh at you. Not on air.
They're allowed to laugh at Jamie because we laugh at each
say-
other.
So obviously with the business and the court case and everything, I had my pride and joy, the Mercedes, and it's just luxury car. So when I had to sell that and get rid of everything, I had to get a $5,000 Hyundai.
I didn't 2 weeks later last time my Ace's mum's car. It's built in the A series history.
What's this old rust bucket?
Good on you, Liam.
Try not to take it worse.
Oh, bring it back to earth, like.
No, what is it? The door handle's broken now, so I've got to wind the window down, open the door, and Liam, you're just so great at making it a joke. He's like, listen to that thing, Jamie. So, yeah, driving isn't my favourite thing anymore.
You don't like the train either. You're scared of getting on and off.
Yeah.
The doors keep closing too quickly.
Why don't you talk about that a little bit more?
I don't like the gap because it's quite
The
big.
gap is big.
It's Sterling. I'm nervous of getting stuck and the doors closed and I'm halfway out the train.
They've never addressed that in a lot of stations.
That should have fixed
gap.
all up the tie Yanship line.
You tell
You've
them.
built,
Honestly,
built a
they
little ramp.
start writing to Parliament.
Make it a little wood. Make a ramp for old ladies.
Because it's not just old ladies, and it's not just people with
Which gap
wheelchairs
are
and
you
people.
talking about?
The gap between the platform and the train.
So how big is it? How big is this gap?
Some stations, it's quite a big gap.
Really?
It's quite people
not
people
noticed
can
that.
in some stations. I don't know. I've been off the rail for 4 years now, and there were some improvements made to a lot on the Fremantle line when I was working,
Right.
where they would bring it up. But it's so hard when the stations drop or the levels are wrong. You can't get people in and out if they're in a wheelchair.
And I don't like Coastal Slow Station. The doors are like this.
Yeah. It's
It's an old line. That one.
infrastructure.
I like Perth Station. They said, please mind the gap.
Please mind the gap at Perth Station. Liam, I'm going to ask George a question.
No, go ahead. I'll stop now.
No, I'm just going to ask him one question. It's about you. George, what's the biggest thing that Liam's taught you?
I think the biggest thing Liam tell me is always about being late.
It is about being late. Okay, so both of you,
It's a
time
constant
management.
theme.
George, you are late 2 minutes.
Oh, jeez. Timekeeper.
Yeah,
My word.
you're late 2 minutes.
Oh,
You know?
it's not
Yeah,
this
it
bullshit.
And also, if I'm trying to go home before the time, he will check that because in the house they got a watch.
Oh,
Sure.
sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, you say, no, it's still 5 minutes.
That's really good.
Oh,
Very
yeah,
good at
he's
time.
like
That's
time
awesome.
management. He's very good on
Does
that.
he let you stay late though? Like if you stay over, does he tell you better go now because it's time?
No, I haven't said that because that's
He just want me like to be there.
Yeah.
I'm just not pushing
And
you.
most of the time, he's always talking a lot about
No, I don't talk
So
about
we're
Yeah,
talking about
yeah.
Jamie.
she's a very good,
And don't
she's a
forget
very good
Holy
support
Commissioner.
worker, and so before I met you, even like you used to tell that, I say, how many support worker you got here? Then he mentioned your name and says, this is a very good support worker and all this.
So do you guys cook?
yeah.
Sorry, Aaron.
I was just going to say, you know what I'm really loving about this?
Liam actually cook by himself.
Oh,
He
okay.
just-
Done,
yeah,
Liam.
Well,
he cooks. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just have to monitor him,
Yeah.
But he do
Yeah.
cooking, he clean the place. We just have to tell Liam, do this, do this, do
So
this.
what's your actual purpose? Is it to help him get
Yeah,
out
just to
socially?
help
or?
him like my job actually is just like because sometimes he can forget things. Just like to be like a reminder, Liam, yeah, you have to do this, do this, do this, do this. And also like if you got appointments, you can take to that appointment, or if you got some.
And I
Wanna
heard-
George, can you work for me? Because I forget everything.
and
Or if you want to meet some friends, and also you'll say, okay, can you drop me there? Yeah.
And it's also, I heard earlier, it was your Liam's bodyguard.
Oh,
Yes, you are.
I won't forget that.
Yes, you are.
Oh.
And I train him boxing. So
Yeah,
he's
great
improving
stuff.
a lot.
And you live with a bunch of blokes and
Yes, I think that's where it kind of it got, you know, Liam wants to be independent and live independently, and that's been a goal that everyone's been working towards. And it was kind of navigating how we were going to do that. And I had just thought one day, I was like, why doesn't Liam just come and stay at mine one night a week? You know,
I had to ask that.
I live with 4 other boys, so 2 are FIFO and 1 owns a bar.
Right.
And, you know, because Liam's been around and I talk about him so much, and I just thought the more male presence, like, 'cause he's got good female strong figures, like his mum and I are very similar. And, him and his dad get along really well, but that kind of brother feel.
Yeah.
So, just having, and each one of them, you know, really takes the time and that just connect with Liam. Like, you're very good at that. Like, the boys love that. Every Monday, is he coming over?
That's
Is he
brilliant.
staying over? Like, and they do
So
their own
does
thing.
Brett have other people in that you guys care for as well? Support?
Not me, but I think you do, don't you, George?
Yeah, I've been looking after 3 participants.
Yeah.
It is Liam, and then
2 more.
the other 2 more. The other one is I think he left the company now. And then but the other one is called, he lives in Gosnells.
Right.
Oh my God, I forget the name.
That's
oh,
all right.
that's okay.
Yeah, look
So
up.
how does
Yeah,
Brett?
yeah.
How do these people come into Brett?
It's called Zach,
to Brett's
sorry.
fold?
Zach?
Zach, yeah.
So if there were people like Liam out there, because this is what this is all about, right? Liam
Yeah, that's right.
is bringing awareness to people that need a little bit of help every now and again. So how do they get hold of Brett services? Because it sounds so fantastic. I've worked in mental health before, and the support systems there are quite, you know, it's a bit here, there, and everywhere. How do you get to be a support worker and have so much fun? Is what I'm asking, right?
We're always saying, you know, like, we're very grateful because Liam is just the best. And I don't know if that's in every single case, like, you know.
I've been a support worker and it's not.
Yeah, it
There
can
you
be.
go.
So I think, you know, it's
But it's also the company you work for, and that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So,
Makes a big
you know, for people like Brett who actually looks outside the square and looks at what support worker would go really well with their client, how do those clients find Brett?
Actually,
Yes.
actually, for Brett, like before he got his own company, he used to be a support worker. I worked with him before in Plan and Grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the time I know him, working Plan and Grow. And then during the COVID, that's the time he left the company and he started opening his. So he got actually this type of idea, you know, like how to deal with the support workers or how to find the participants, you know.
Yes.
So he got open mind already.
I can see
And
a big
also-
difference, mate. I really can. Like support workers I've had contact with before don't have the personal interest, to be absolutely honest with you. I'm being very delicate about the way I say this, but it upsets me. It really does, because I think you're in such a privileged position. You know, you're spending time with this fantastic fella. You're able to learn these things. You know, you've just got a great perspective on life, and it should be a two-way street, right? And a lot of people, I think, in the support work, I'm not having a go at people in the support game. I've seen some examples that don't really, you know, shine a great light on the industry, right?
Yeah.
So it is nice that the gentleman who runs the company,
Brett.
Brett, yeah.
It's great that Brett looks outside the box, right?
Yeah.
That to me is really, really important. Yeah.
And I think it's good for people like Liam as well, isn't it, Liam, to have people that really gel with you.
Yeah.
Yes, and don't forget, talk about train stations. You said that, the stations up the Middle Line, you're about to say.
Oh, yes, I was going to say, what are all the train stations? Because we're on the Midland Line.
And the airport line, and the Australian government built the airport line. Passengers trying to head to the airport. Guys, if you're listening to this, one way you will go by plane, catch the airport line quicker, $5.
Is that right?
Very good, yeah.
There's a tip. So I didn't know that.
No.
I tell you right now, if I get on the train, I feel like the littlest hobo. I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah, you need to have Liam help direct
I
you
know.
on
I think
those.
so.
Because the platforms, even in Perth, you come off the platform. I think you stay on the same train to go to Fremantle.
That's Midland line, yes.
Just keeps going, does it?
Midland goes all the way out
To
to Fremantle, but if you're catching the airport one, it only goes to Claremont, doesn't it?
Yeah, terminates there and go back.
Yeah.
And then you've got to jump off, do you, mate?
And I jump off and catch the train to Fremantle. But my favourite stations on the Midland line are Perth, Midland, Mount Lawley, East Guildford and Guildford. Because I like the man's voice better than the female's one.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Because
Where
man
floats your
has
boat?
different tone. Man has different announcements.
Tone. So this is where tone comes in and singing as well, obviously. Is it, and Enya, that's where I picked that up. So it goes by tone. You pick up it really well on people's tone of voice.
Yes.
Right.
The man's voice is more deeper than the female's.
Yeah, it is definitely.
Sometimes the signs are working. It says the voice but has no letters.
Right. So when you're having a conversation at a business meeting, so this is what I hear, you're having a conversation at a business meeting, so Liam's picking up on the tone that's in the general conversation, and he can hear underlying what's actually going on for that person by the tone of their voice. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, I think that's probably what, especially I remember that one day, Lamb, when there was one client, and I was handing her everything, and I was like, I just don't get it right now. Like, I'm giving her this business, and it's like everything there to do, and it's exactly what she wanted to do. So I was like really perplexed because why isn't she just grabbing this? And then as we kind of walked up, I was like, I don't understand that. Like, what's going on there? And because I was being very like, oh my God, and you can have this, and this is how it's going to work, and my excitement. Yeah. But all she was hearing was, this is going to be a lot of work.
Right. Okay.
And kind of after Liam had said that to me, a few days later, I called her and I was like, how you feeling? She goes, it just feels like it's going to be a lot of work.
Right.
And that's when I was like, okay.
And you change your tone. You've learned that lesson, yeah?
Yeah, I also learned, like, Liam, I need you with me all the time because you have a gift.
He's support worker.
That's
Liam.
it.
Like
Like,
the sound of it.
He's very good. And that's what all the time now, like if I'm meeting somebody or there's someone new, or say if one of the boys has been a little bit, I don't know, difficult in the house, I'm like, I actually ask them, like, what do you reckon's going on? Because I'm so fixated on the small things. If they didn't take the rubbish out, they haven't done this, they haven't done that. Whereas he's like, maybe they're feeling this, and this. And which is technically what I am very good at in every other situation, right. But Liam brings the next level out.
Very good,
yeah,
Liam.
it's
That's
very
a really good skill to have.
Unique. And like there's been times, remember that time I was sitting on the couch and I'm just chilling and, very relaxed is what I would think. And watching TV like numbs my mind. And then Liam just all of a sudden goes, what are you worried about? Like you've got anxiety right now, go jump on the trampoline. And he did because I was racing through my things. So
no racing like express train.
I wasn't I? And it's just, and I guess that's kind of when you think about, I don't think myself as a support worker. I'm here to find the gifts that Liam or anyone else that is neurodiverse, these gifts that have been hidden or pushed down or suppressed because they've tried to put them in a system that, you've got to learn like A, B, and C. And those gifts kind of they shadow and they're not sure where they are. And I find them.
I used to actually work with a gentleman who had autism.
That one is little bit hard for you.
All good. All good.
We are wrapping up.
Yeah, we are. Anyway. Good. I was just going to mention this, though. I used to work with a gentleman with autism who his ability to focus was unbelievable, right? And it was and I used to say, this is your superpower. Like that, I used to say it to him all the time because when sometimes, I've got a million things going on, I'm juggling sort of and trying to keep it all under control. He had this amazing ability to focus. And I said, man, I just wish I had that superpower. And I think that we can learn from everybody we meet in life, whatever, diverse sort of capabilities or whatever they've got. We've all got our little area of genius and tap into it.
That's so true, Aaron.
And I think it's just learning that way, isn't it?
Yes.
Where we just learn differently. You learn differently. And it's kind of, we're starting, we've got a road mapping plan at the moment of what we're kind of
I
working
have a
to.
little bit well mapped phase for a little bit of tunnels and dead ends and block roads, maintenance work, signs everywhere.
William, I think we're almost about to finish.
Yeah,
up.
we are about to wrap up. So, Liam, have you got any final?
Final question. The new Ellenbrook line is due to open, so passengers want to head to the Ellenbrook. Digital Trans catch the first glimpse of the new train to the Ellenbrook line.
Oh, that's great.
They have lots of bridges and tunnels and roads like Quinana Freeway.
Excellent. All right, thank you for that. What
And
about you,
yeah.
George? Do you have anything you'd like to close with? Anything you'd like to say? No.
Just like to appreciate this chance, keep the spirit alive, it's
keep
really
the
good
spirit
things.
alive.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
This is a great time. And don't forget, go the Dockers.
Jamie,
Go the Mighty Dockers.
Jamie, any closing?
Well, of course I would. Can't shut me out. Yeah, I think anyone that's thinking about, doing something like this, definitely reach out. Again, it gave me that flexibility to be able to build what I was doing.
Love it.
So yeah, anyone kind of in that area. And yeah, I'd love to just see what kind of opportunities come from this for Liam.
Thank you.
Really,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
I
Liam
agree.
has his own YouTube channel as well.
Yeah, we're
here.
doing that, aren't
So
We're planning
hopefully
to.
you're planning to. So we will keep this episode, Lisa, for Liam's YouTube
That's a
channel
great
as
idea.
well.
Keep it all open.
Well, we've already got the link there for your YouTube channel as well. Any closing statements, Leanne and Aaron?
I've got one. Okay. We are going down to Alfred's and we are sitting in that train carriage and we're having burgers together, man. That could be the first episode of your new YouTube channel, if you like.
Let's do that then. We go me and Guildford. I'll catch the train there.
That sounds great, mate. I
Sounds
really enjoy that.
The
That'll be
A series is
fantastic.
always faster on the middle line than
That's it.
airport
Or
one.
Stop with Mennos. On live today.
Love it.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for
Thank
joining
you,
us
everyone.
on
Thank
Edge
you.
Radio
It's okay.
Australia.
Radio
Live on the
Australia
Edge. Bye.
and New South